Thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to be here. Let me first just comment and say, starting in February, this has been a massive project. We worked round the clock to meet our important objective to work withheld and can plan their financial decisions. Together to release a new W-4 for 2019, an economic growth that is returning to this country. I'd also like to or additional wages. And with that, I'm happy for the federal government. It's an issue for states. But I'd say the real focus, set up for February 1st, some companies may have the to the world.
You just talked about Walmart.
With already the number of companies that we see reacting accordingly. Well, you know, I give an enormous amount of credit for the team at Treasury and the press who have literally been working around the clock through the holiday. As you mentioned, we had an existing form, we had existing technology.
Is that, am I understanding that correctly, and is that not inconsistent?
What I'm saying
and sort of was viewed very much as China making an entreaty to the global economy, saying, hey, we're...
His economic program and the impact on the global economy. Expect that will be renegotiated or we'll pull out.
Mr. Secretary? Who used to get a refund, who basically the same number will still get a refund.
90% of the people will get money, kind of the same.
Some states, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, are talking about ways to limit.
We're focused on cutting their budgets and giving tax cuts for the economy and more tax receipts for the government.
In deductions, and how do you expect that will play with the small business community?
World.
Self-employed business.
Self-employed too, yes.
Mr. President.
When I've been up here, I'll say the same thing. I'll give you the same answer. Outside of the Iran deal, whether it be ballistic missiles.
Next year. Are you at all, just yes or no, is there any consideration given to the midterms?
Made a bunch of noise about our numbers.
Members of his cabinet, many of whom are very wealthy, to go rub elbows with a bunch of...
Clear, and the president has delivered. Look where the stock market is again. The question in the back.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
It is based in Arkansas, so just in case anybody clear that up. House said that funding the government should not be tied to immigration, that they should be separate. Dr. Ronnie Jackson, the president's physician, will conduct the exam, and Dr.
The FISA reauthorization vote on the House today, they seem to be
protecting American citizens and protecting their civil liberties. He wants to do great state. Everybody should go.
At the same time as it announced the raises,
workers is a big deal, something we're excited about, and I think further evidence that this probably doesn't work at the White House, because we usually do more work by 8 o'clock in the morning.
One, and does the White House believe it's one it will support?
There has not been a deal reached yet. However, we still think we can get there. And we're very focused on trying to make sure that that happens. The president's been clear about Cecilia.
Thanks, Sarah. Back to FISA, if I can. Many people are interpreting that
this issue, and he stated that in his press conference earlier today.
And how exactly?
In a pretty unprecedented way, and sat in there for almost an hour.
This morning, one of their personalities, Andrew Napolitano.
In reference to the question, but has concern with FISA more generally. Matthew?
Thanks, Sarah. Sticking on.
Look, I can't be more clear. I'm speaking on behalf of the president, on behalf of the administration.
System? Is that what,
I'm sorry?
Do you think people are just flatly taking advantage?
And his personal attorneys are going to discuss this matter with the Office of the Special Counsel.
Including Congress this year as opposed to Democrats.
Look, it's a mid...
I'm still confused about the timing of the tweet this morning, because it was 7:30 this morning.
With additional sanctions on Iran, so I want to give you a crack at that.
I'll wait and
put out an immigration plan that would deal with DACA, but would also...
He laid out the things he felt had to be included, not just everything on the table they want. You figure out what you're not willing to...
For a while as relates to his tax plan. And when it comes
to increased opportunities when it comes to paid family leave, and that they are immigration on DACA and border security, and most likely misreporting and fake news that is regularly takes place.
Jod, who was leading a protest movement against the regime.
He did on that front. Trey?
Thanks, Sarah. 2 questions for you.
The only people that we've seen trying to influence the investigation are former.
On Iran again, when the president went through the exercise in October.
The greatest flaws is that its restrictions leave Iran free in the future to open.
Pompeo was obviously out talking about this, pushing for this. Tal Barsh, a lot of people in the president's administration.
10th time here. Look, the president supports the 702.
Let me ask you about the offshore drilling ban, Sarah,
Sure,
because there's been a lot of questions about what's happening in Florida.
Public comment. These are going to continue to be negotiations. We're going to continue to look for been part of. So no. Jay.
Thank you, Sarah. On prison reform, the president recently
at today's meeting, and that's the big priority he has.
In the meetings, at least some of them. So what do you know not like? Is there not enough funding? Can you shed a little light?
I think it's Democrats agreeing to